Salutare! Astăzi încerc un nou joc, cum nou pentru mine, dar nu e chiar proaspăt, e shit. Se numește Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. Jocul a ieșit pe 9 noiembrie 2018. La momentul acela nu am avut timp pentru el, dar acum vreau să-l încerc. Pentru că eu seria de Witcher o ador. Am trecut prima, a doua și a treia parte. Și la a treia parte am trecut și adonurile de istorie. Știu că asta nici pe aproape nu-i ca aceea, dar vreau să încerc să văd ce îi. Începem un nou joc. Want to sit back, relax and enjoy the story with the option to skip battles. Aha, istoria. Moderate challenge. Impactful story. Așa poate de scăpat bătăliile de așa amuzant, curăț cartofi, aici se bate, dar aici e turbat, Bonebreaker, familiar Gwent și asta da, mi-am adus aminte, e făcută pe baza la jocul acela Gwent care, de cărți, care era introdus în The Witcher 3, dar aici e ceva mai serios, acolo era totuși ca o joacă în joacă, știi, ceva de genul. Asta nu-i pentru mine, dar ceva mediu. Asta relax, asta să înțeleg că aici este opțiunea de a scăpa, dar aici nu-i de a scăpa. Hai, luăm mediu ca de obicei. Eu permanent joc la mediu, nici greu, nici ușor.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Meve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Meve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, Your Grace. But I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be Your Grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your Grace's wishes are modest. a hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Așa e tutorialul. Eu cum am spus, cum am început să spun, eu în jocul Gwent de vreo 2-3 ori m-am jucat în The Witcher, da? Adică eu nu prea cunosc care-i treaba. Dar da să vedem, totuși este tutorial, nu ca un joc nou. Așa, îl controlăm cu mouse-ul. Apăsăm, el merge. Animația, dar grafica e ceva de genul ca într-un comics. Da, cum arată. Dar interesant că adică merge și să înțeleg că bătăliile vor parcurge în comparație cu The Witcher în original, cum te băteai într-adevăr cu sabia. Aici o să fie bătălie prin intermediul jocului de cărți. Deci dăm la general așa mai mergi și vor fi ceva clipuri de genul care a fost până acum. Așa, o să avem nevoie de o armată în timp ce o să trecem jocul. Dacă să o facem, noi trebuie să colectăm următoarele tipuri de resurse. Adică avem aur, lemn și recruți, da, adică persoane. Ok. Așa, pe drum putem să găsim care să ne susțină. Să nu scăpăm nic, trebuie să interactăm cu toate. Păi, și pe ce să apăs? Ok, înseamnă că să nu cumva să scăpăm de ceva, trebuie să scăpăm de toate. E că asta e. Și ce e asta dacă apăs aici? Dar stai, leac, ia uite. Dar cum de colectat? Pe dreapta, pe stânga mergi, pe dreapta trebuie să ții apăsat. Ia că am strâns lemn. Așa merge interacțiunea ori. Aici nu se poate de mers cu X. Bine, dar de interacționat pe mouse-ul drept. Recruit. Ok, cum se poate de vorbit? Pe mouse-ul drept apare.
Till she told him where she buried her gold.
Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Treasure map, ok. În fața la o casă cu copaci și X drept în fața casei. Bine. Cu mâna mi se arată că pot să iau ceva. Avem și aur și lemn. Ce pot să spun? Până când nu e așa plictisitor ca alte jocuri de genul Pathfinder sau Pillars of Eternity, parcă arată plus minus tot așa, dar nu arată așa plictisitor, mai este un pic de mimică la față, cât de minimă, dar este în timp ce toți vorbesc. Să dăm într-o parte copacul ăsta căzut, trebuie ceva resurse de cheltuit, pentru că să ne putem duce mai departe, așa, blochează un copac, vagonurile nu pot să plece, cum dorești să procedăm? Logger sort of matter should consider their strange sau issue access to the soldier and put them to work. Adică se poate pus pe soldați cu topoare, îți dai tot într-o parte sau cu bani și cu lemn. Should consider their strange. Într-un fel alegi mai puțin lemn și minus un om sau aur și mai mult lemn. Hai să punem pe cineva la muncă. Așa s-a întâmplat automat, ok. Aici nu se poate de intrat. E și simplu, trebuie de urmat pur și simplu strada după câteva dată. Trebuie mark clearly on your map, but not all some. Adică cel mai importante sunt pe hartă.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head,
Restul
scanning its
îl
flanks with a
găsești.
wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meade charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Luptă. Pe loc drept n-am făcut nimic. Ok. Story. Story battle. Costum de... In mere story, unique cards might appear in your hand. Aici, adică să arată pur și simplu start battle. Haide să începem. Să ne învățăm cum merge lupta. Your cards on the bottom half on the bottom. Stai. Sus stânga. Nu, este Samelia, este de sus Saluia. Așa. On one, two rows, melee or ranged. But remember this. Depending on the row you play them. Una din două rânduri. Când asta 3 runde poate să fie. Cine câștigă 2 și el câștigă. Adică ori e 2-0, ori e 1-1 și apoi 2-1. Ok, doar o singură carte, dar mai multe abilități la o rotație. Și ne-a început bătălia și ala are primul. Și aruncă. Nu, în jocul acela mergea mai simplu, jocul de cărți. El pur și simplu era cărți mai mult, aici un pic așa animat, în alta. It compares to the army total strange. Aha, puterea la fiecare la care jucăm, în total adaugă, ok. Cine are cel mai multă putere, da, după puncte, la sfârșitul rundii, o să câștige runda. Unii au armură, care absorbe damage. Ok. Așa, se primește cu 0, 0, 3, 3, 3, asta și 3, asta e totalul, am înțeles, adică pe rândul din spate e 0, pe rândul din față e 3 și totalul e 3. Majoritatea cărților au ceva abilități. Să înveți mai multe, îl selectezi, citești descrierea. Ok. Dă să încercăm să vedem. Preview-i pe dreapta. Play a copy of feature din Human Blitz. Păi și cine e ăsta? Dă să citim. Un play it. Ok, da, este și asta este Human Blitz. Number of cards of this row including self. From my deck. Self by 5. Asta ce are? Se primește că este din spate pentru că este în pușcă și are și armură. Probabil, dar cum de ales pe ce rând să joci? Deci să iei cărți X1 până când nu știi. Nu, bun, hai să-l selectăm pe ăsta. Ia ca cum de ales pe ce rând, adică primul rând ataca de aproape, de departe ăștia cu săgețele. Pe ăsta o punem pe primul rând. Ăsta are armură. 3. Așa, loyal ability. Indică to learn how to select the leader. Păi și unde e liderul? Am может мне вывалыр boost any strange chance. Vreo câteva rânduri nu putem, așa to use new first. Select her, then select one of your units. Aha, pe mini. Putem să facem preview. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Ok, cooldown în 3 rânduri cooldown-ul. Absorbe damage-ul. Așa, ok. Deci facem așa. Pentru cine aplicăm? Pe vărul. Îi dăm
I
armură.
shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Pierde mai mult. Boss solved by 5. Cannot make any more resistant editor. Da, în cuvântul ăsta e un pic, parcă un pic e mai serios totuși. Eu nu pot să ne aduc aminte până la capăt din jocul dat, dar normal. My turn. Păi îl punem pe vărul din spate, că el îmi pus pe departe ca protecție. Vărul, păi, și asta. Îl atacăm pe ăsta. And să o lua ceva viață. Adică eu trebuie între timp să-i omor pe dânsul și să rămân în viață. Ca să am cât mai multe puncte la sfârșit și să câștig. Să primești că abilitățile lor tot așa putem să le studiam. And play it. Self-buy. Ok. Să-l punem pe ăsta.
If you insist.
Din rândul lui mai cheamă una. Ok.
The strays took tail and run. Yes, our victory is assured. Sound the horns. May they sing praises of this triumph for ages.
Dacă n-am cărți de jucat, dau pas. Pentru că n-am cărți.
Battle's not yet done.
Eu am
It is
câștigat.
better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Încetișor încep să înțeleg cum merge jocul. E la început tragem 3 cărți. Who won the previous round? Cine runda precedentă a câștigat-o, joacă primul. Îl băgăm pe vărul în față. Îi dăm lui o leacă de rezistență aici, un upgrade. Mergem înainte. În prima rundă l-am împins în spate. Și așa. Dar deși l-am atacat pe meu... Aici nu poate să atace peste două, el peste unul nu mă atacă, ai înțeles? Și eu numai și l-am atacat pe meu, adică... De ce nu-i calculat în jocul dat? Eu am crezut că poate el cumva poate să-l ajute pe el cu ceva odată și n-ajungeam încoace. Dar el l-a atacat pe meu, păi și prostie. Dar care e sensul? De ce nu s-a blocat asta? De ce a permis jocul pe meu să-l atacă? Nu pot să înțeleg. Ok, și pot spune, dar să-l pun pista în față. Și trebuie de folosit de abilitățile ei în prima rundă, știi? Că după 3 runde să mai pot încă o dată să mă mai folosesc de atâta. În prima rundă trebuie din start de folosit. Eu am câștigat 2 runde în rând și înseamnă că eu am câștigat
I congratulate
bătălia.
you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Victory!
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Cui îi plac jocurile cu cărți, jocul acesta o să meargă. Probabil când te înveți mai bine a juca în
I
cărțile
do
astea,
adore this prospect.
o să fie și
Yes.
mai interesant și mai vesel.
Lyria, the pearl of the north, with its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
Primești cu cât mai mult a să-mi fac armata mai puternică, probabil și cărți mai puternici și mai multe am să am cu timpul. Dezvoltarea armatei se face în camp aici, pe bază. Și se poate făcut upgrade-uri la clădiri într-un fel. Da, vezi? Așa. Intrăm în workshop. Care workshop-ul? Aici apasăm. Aici to improve your camp, you must first collect the appropriate camp. Să poți face upgrade-uri și clădiri mai bune să construiești, trebuie principala clădire, baza. Să o ridicăm de la nivelul 1 la 2, da? Royal Tent. Provide access to a map of your current region. Asta e superb. 50 de lemn și 1000 de aur. Apăsăm, ținem apăsat și să umple. Datorită la această îmbunătățire, acum avem acces la hartă. Asta e super. Command tent. Command tent, ce avem de aici? Wow. Armata. You can create units and build your army from available cards. Astea sunt cărțile. The left hand side. Aha. Ok. Astea sunt maxim disponibile. Training grounds și mai multe cărți să deschidă. Continue grade. Trebuie create să le includ. Minim 25 de cărți. Cărțile să fie create avem nevoie de recruți, cam 48. Privim, ok, care e cartea asta? Care de construit? Wagenburg. Care? Asta e sau care? Așa. Ia ca pe asta. 250 aur, 2 recruți, 50 de lemn. cum să o construim. Hă? Așa, și unde ești de apăsat? A, aici în jos, aha. Înțelegeam cum data trebuia să apăs. Așa, și să-l adăugăm. Se primește că este la momentul prezent 24 în 25 de cărți. Așa, apăsăm și e pleacă încoace. Ok, am înțeles. Ăștia care i-am 12 pe 9 12 ataca 9 și asta. 12 pe 9 asta s-a dar asta X2, X5 și asta câte cărți de astea eu am și primește că dacă pe minim atac și îmi distruge o carte, am din 25 să am de exemplu 24. 125 maximum, asta e ceva este, dar nu știu și. Și culoare, premium cards, și pe army, all trophy, trinkets, units. Ok, ieșim înapoi. Dă-ți timp care-i treaba. Se primește că aici e cu cărțile. Aici e clădirea adăugătoare de construit. Maybe you can equip trinkets. Ok. Da, asta și where you can share stories of your comrades. Ok. Berărie într-un fel. Watchtower. De marcat locația. La ceva aur de găsit resursă. Pe mapă. Ăștia caută și marchează command tent. Command tent eu deja am. Training grounds. Acces la... Și ca recrut să aibă combat units. Nu, cărți mai serioase se primește cam să am aici. 25-75 de aur pentru bătălie, îndă asta e. Unde să ne antrenez, am cărți puternice, un recrut după fiecare bătălie câștigată. Destul de impresionant. Clar că până când noi nu prea avem bani și restul resursă, dar pe viitor am să am. Ok, workshop. La nivelul 1 era, nivelul 2. New Sports Units. Asta este deja. Asta se poate de construit, dar asta deja este. Mi s-a deschis War Wagon și eu taman și l-am construit. Am să movimentăm 5% se mișcă mai rapid. 15% se mișcă mai rapid. Adică așa, semnul din nou era cu exclamație, dar pentru ce am bani de construit, mi se arată aici. Trinkets, MIV, can equip to 3. Hai noi să ne cheltuim banii până când. Oricum tutorialele până când merg și se poate de studiat pe viitor. Dar să mai vedem ce avem. Royal Tent. Aici când apăs, ăștia construiesc. Dar este Command Tent, Royal Tent-ul. Putem să vedem scrisorile, harta care hărțile care le-am primit, chei, fragmente de carduri, Royal Tent, canal să be. Ok, din meniul principal se poate. De pornit, nu numai decât venit aici. Scrisoare. Până când nu am dispoziție să citesc, dar las fie rapoarte. Harta care am primit-o, ok. Asta și mest tent, berărie ceva. Putem să vorbim cu companioni.
A bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant, nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave, save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly. Alas, I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown, the crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances, events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother, though I see little chance of that either. It's time I attended to other matters.
Сейчас deschidem harta, pe compas dacă apăsăm. Aha, asta e camp, asta e harta, aici e tot ceva. Haideți să trecem tutorialul. Bum! Așa, primarul la noi, primary task, e asta probabil, să nu asta sunt unde eu. Asta de unde se poate e luat ceva. O, și mare. Aha, cu semnul exclamării main quest. Ferească, dar harta nu-i mitică deloc. Normal așa. Ok, văd exclamation point. Asta e Open Legend. Ok, am înțeles și pot să spun. Da, asta și inventory. Asta e și am deschis de acolo, din camp. Și de aici mergem. Și aici e meniul. Să continuăm. Ca istorie, clar că nu-i cine știe ce, adică de urmărit, poate după ce vorbesc ei, dar ca gameplay mai mult mi-e interesant să mai încerc un pic să mă mai joc.
Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why I'd have gone round through Sodden. They told me. Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace. Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road and in broad daylight, no less? They told me. Lyria's a wild...
Nu, el vorbește în Dodi, am crezut două misiuni, dar nu prea au luat-o. Morala poate schimbi. Neutral. N-are impact pe cărți. Dacă e morală e jos. Puterea scade cu un punct la unituri, dar morală ridicată cu unul ridică nivelul dat în icona upper left. Păi bine, dar cum de citit și să pot fi. Schimbarea morală depinde de alegerile mele în timpul jocii. Să ridicăm. Așa, where shine offering, but remember. După victorii, morala se întoarce la neutrală. Păi și aici... normal. Adică este cu roșu, este cu verde și este asta cu galben. Plus 1. E amuia în verde. Și trebuie de fiecare dată așa să fac, să am plus 1 în putere. Păi, superb.
Gods of mercy. Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
Monștri sunt diferiți, sunt monștri de ăștia, sunt oameni, adică ca dușmani, da, sunt diferiți cu cine să-i dau. Ok. Pe drum, spre misiunea principală să am cu cine să mă bat. Trofeul e doar o singură carte care se poate avut. Automat apare la început.
Broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Să acoperite de ceață amele rândurile. Afectează toate cărțile. Efectul care îi pește rând. Și pe viitor o să am cărți care o să-mi dă așa efecte.
Raymond, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, Your Grace. It's the first I've seen of any such.
Asta și dă.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first, until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
Use for tonic to boost the strength of one of your units. Da, tem puterea la un unit. Plus 10. Turbat.
Fearsome they look, true. But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
Mină-i cu dânsul.
So fortunate we routed the
29
beast
la
before
1.
they had a chance to gorge.
Cartea asta de trofeu automat stă pe rând, care dă efecte. Unde să-i punem pe ăștia aici?
One bullet's all I need.
Dar și pe asta nu pot să atac. Sunt cu ăsta departe pot să atac pe primul rând. Da, dar dacă e mai departe, n-are treabă.
Yet more come.
They fill their bellies, ma.
Am
This doesn't bode well.
de
Oh
pus
no, not well at
ăsta.
all.
Se poate pus aici, de întărit.
These damn boots are killing me.
Gata, întrebarea e închisă. N-are șansă.
Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi,
My queen,
mai puternici.
there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
Putere mare are asta. Scăpăm, că să nu pierdem mult, știi, să pierdem cu minimum posibil și în următoarea rundă să încercăm să facem ceva. Cărțile haotic vin. O rundă pierdută, asta încă nu-i tot. Că doar
Victory
avem
must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack!
asta ce face.
Yet another
Mobilizăm
abomination.
ala.
That stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
Give me a target.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Și așa câștig, adică și pot să fac așa, dar pot de tăți îi dau full power.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Mai e resursă, spate de strâns de aici. Scrisoarea de la cine ușița ăștia. Trebuie să strângem resurse pentru că să construim. Să facem upgrade-uri. Fără cărți puternici cam nu prea o să reușească.
Many trees we felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Aha, fast travel-ul s-a deschis. Eu sunt aici, fast travel este. Asta e bine, 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 bine. Să nu pierdem timp dacă îți trebuiască de întors înapoi.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns, like a right proper nightmare.
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Have mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meve extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits, whom do they follow?
Him, my lady. We seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
My, a blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleaton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady, I've no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray Mother Melita watch over your kind heart.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Meave set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
What is this, Reynard? Bandits attacking royal tax collectors in broad daylight.
They shall pay dearly, your Grace.
They shall indeed. And not only they. Rot has crept into Lyria, Reynard. My kingdom has been poorly kept. That rumble. What is it?
Look out! Rock slide!
Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
Give me a time. Arbalista, you're coming.
The bluff crumbles! Fall back! Save yourselves!
Your Grace, the wagon. We can use it as cover. Forward. We must move it forward.
What now?
You're far fewer than I presumed. Summon your comrades, damn it! Chop chop! Before I reach for my whip.
One bullet is all I need. Give me a time. Arbalista, you're
The
coming.
wagon. Use the wagon now.
We've come through, Reynard. I thank you.
The walls of the temple collapsed. The buttress is doubtless damaged by something.
Or someone. There's naught we can do here. We ride on.
A peasant cart, loaded with a heap of hay, came rattling down the road from the opposite direction.
Clear the road!
Bellowed Count Caldwell, standing in his stirrups.
Make way for your queen!
The peasants obediently turned their cart into the roadside nettles. As she passed, Meave glanced towards it and froze. Atop the hay bale lay a badly wounded man gripped by fever. The thick, sweet stench of rot wafted from his bandaged legs.
Gods. Who did this to him?
Meave asked.
Bandits?
Nay, milady,
Replied the cartman.
'twere a beast. Out to the east, down Wetterton way, lies a boneyard, old as the elves, they say.
The peasant continued.
Clayton was setting snares round about there. Came running back to us, drenched in blood, rattling on about a long-haired wench come climbing out a grave. We's taken him to the good sisters of Melitele here on Bridge. Perhaps they can help him.
I'm certain they can. And will.
Replied the queen. Though just looking at the wounded wretch, she knew he'd expire before nightfall.
God speed you on your journey.
The queen whistled, and her mare resumed its trot.
Shall I send for a witcher, your grace?
Caldwell asked.
One of those freaks should make short work of the monster.
Until we apprehend the bandits, I shan't allow a single soul to leave our company. Even on such an important mission as finding a witcher.
Meave replied.
Any who did would be captured at once. But, If fate brings us near Wetterton, perhaps we'll see to this monstrous harridan ourselves.
Your Grace, we've only just fought beasts and scarcely escaped with our lives. This she-beast will take a silver sword. Magic formulae.
Yet a dozen arbalists will have to suffice.
The Queen said, calmly but firmly.
And please, Caldwell, do stiffen your spine a bit. Now onward.
Beware, some bandits on thy road round Dawn. Those that call themselves the Strays. Those bandits, dressed as demons they was, horns on their heads and pig snouts instead of noses.
You spy that column of smoke? God damn it! Make haste!
As the Clayton estate appeared from behind a tree line, the Queen and all in her retinue knew at once they had arrived too late. A veritable swarm of bandits milled about the yard.
Who have we here? I'll take a gander, lads. The Queen herself has deigned to come and see us.
See you, then kill you.
The strays of Sparla. 'Tis you who lead them. 'Tis you they call the Duke of Dogs.
Aye, 'tis I they dub so. And in other pleasant ways. Prince of Pariahs, Thane of Thieves, Baron of Brigands, and Marquess of Mendacity.
Colourful titles all, yet you omit one. Common cutthroat!
I beg your pardon and cry foul. I am anything but common.
You needn't get excited, Caldwell. Where is Lord Clayton?
Sadly, my lord's no longer with us. Turned us away, you see. Denied us hospitality. A sacred right, after all. Angered the gods mightily, I expect, as he promptly met a tragic end. Fell in the well and broke his neck.
I've heard enough. To arms! Attack!
What say we throw this queen a ball?
We'll catch 'em all!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
The chase is on!
I'm a one, sir.
Watch your head!
Stand back! 'Tis some alchemical concoction!
What? Who dares?
Catch!
Well, well, my congratulations.
No time for that! Go, pop, pop!
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
We got a job to do.
For Rivia!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Again and again and again.
Bravo, Your Grace. Well played.
I can't say the same for you, I fear. You'd have done better to die in battle. Bound for Lyria now, where the hangman will have his way with you.
Splendid! I've ever wished to see the capital.
Take him away.
As soldiers placed the Duke of Dogs in shackles, there was a sudden commotion. A messenger rushed in, sweaty, gasping for air, smelling of smoke and blood. His gaze spoke terror.
Your Majesty, Graces, Nilfgaard's crossed the Yaruga. Black-clad hordes. Villages burn. Folk lie murdered.
Nilfgaard! Gods help us!
They march for Dravograd. Prince Willem, he can't hope to arrive in time with aid. Help us. You must.
Dravograd. Listen close, soldier. You're to take a fresh mount, ride hard back to your commander and say the Queen comes to repel the foe.
Your Grace, begging your pardon, our force. We aren't many. Let's send for reinforcements first, elsewise...
Reynard, I've seen Nilfgaard's trebuchets at work. Should we delay until we're stronger, they'll leave no stone standing in Dravograd.
As her men prepared to march, Meve climbed the manor's tower. Smoke rose in columns in the distance. As more black pillars appeared one after the other, she knew they meant another home, another barn, another mill was in flames. Tears welled in her eyes, yet they were tears of anger.
Bastards. If it's war they seek, it's war I shall bring them. Reynard, prepare to ride!
First bandits, now this. Misfortune does indeed come knocking twice.
In hobnail boots, tramping upon my land. Nilfgaard shall regret this. I swear on all that is sacred and blessed.
Suddenly, Meave's force found itself marching straight towards a Nilfgaardian company. To the Queen's surprise, the invaders did not immediately assume battle formation. They proceeded instead in her very direction without a sign of panic. The man leading the Nilfgaardians was clad in rich robes. He exuded pride and the scent of musk.
I am Trahaern Vardifir, Your Majesty. I was asked to present your esteemed grace the ultimatum of the forces of the Empire of Nilfgaard.
The envoy cracked the seal on a scroll, unfurled it, took a deep breath, and began to read.
I, General Ardal Ebdahi, demand the immediate and unconditional surrender of Lyria and Rivia. Elsewise, I will burn down every city, town, village, and temple, place all your subjects in chains, and your armed men, defeated and captured, I will hang along the roadsides as a warning to all others in the barbarous north.
As the final threat echoed in Meave's ears, the envoy put away the scroll and stood waiting for her answer, a mocking smile on his face. He allowed himself this insolence, believing the immunity accorded diplomats would shield him from any form of royal ire.
I thank you, sir. A sophisticated missive that proves beyond a doubt Nilfgaard's superiority over the culturally backward north.
Answered the Queen in a voice frostier than Mahakam's snow-capped peaks.
To delay this matter I see no reason, so I give you my response to His Excellency. Go ahead and try, Whoreson.
That said, Meave slapped her mount with her reins and galloped away, leaving the Nilfgaardians in dust. Envoy and escort turned to go whence they came, the Lyrians sending them off with a din of whistles and curses.
Give me a time. I'm a horse. One vote. One vote. Give me a time.
Then one day, gazing towards the horizon, the Queen spotted Lyrian banners whipping about in the wind.
At long last,
She said with a smile. Neve resolved to speak with the commander, one Baronet Eldar. It was the first time they met, and the youth very much impressed her. Yet instead of questioning Eldar about the foe's troop movements, Reynard took the conversation down a seemingly irrelevant path.
And how's your father, if I may ask? In good health, I hope?
Yes, though he still nurses that bump he suffered while hunting last winter. Yet he's not one to complain. I'll tell him you asked.
Irritated at the trivial nature of the conversation, Neve gave her horse a dose of her reins and cantered off. Once Eldar and his men were safely behind them, she took Reynard aside.
Reynard, this is no time for gossip and pleasantries. We are at war.
Yes, Your Majesty. And in such times, little should be taken at face value. Even a man's name.
Get to the point, Reynard.
Eldar's father died a month past. His son, I venture, should have known as much.
But that means... Oh, the bastard. Impeccable accent, though.
I fear he's rather representative of what we face. Nilfgaardian spies are ever well prepared.
Tell me, how did you know?
He wears no mourning on his armour. Were it not for that, I dare say I might never have guessed. What are your orders, your grace? To observe these Nilfgaardian mummers?
Assemble a force. Tell them to follow our new allies. Observe them closely.
As you wish, your grace.
Reynard's scouts did as ordered, watching the false Lyrians while themselves remaining unseen. Soon after, a scout returned with news that the false Lyrians seemed headed for Rastburg, a castle several leagues to the north.
House, barn, granary. Blackclads burnt it all down.
What the devil is going on? Where are our reinforcements? Why does Willem not ride out to face the foe, relieve besieged...
Beware, my lady. Keep a keen watch. Heard the thunder of hooves from the high road. Cries ferocious in a foreign tongue.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
I'm a one, sir.
For Rivia!
One bolt is all I need. Give me a target. This harvest, reaping black-clad heads.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
What? Who dares?
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Niamh and company passed by a village evidently pillaged by the Nilfgaardians. From afar they had heard cries, but as they
Sheet
drew near
activated.
they recognized them not as cries of grief, but as cursing, cries of anger.
Give him a proper walloping, the scoundrel!
Mercy, good folk! I've done nothing wrong!
The villagers stood gathered near the hamlet's center, surrounding an elf, bloodied and cowering. Stones in hand, the peasants threatened and cursed him. The queen demanded an explanation. A ruddy-faced blacksmith stepped forth and spit.
A Nilfgaardian spy the horse and is, your majesty. He's the one brought him here to raise the village. He's got to hang.
The other villagers agreed with the smith. The elf fell at the queen's feet and grovelled.
Have mercy, Renner. Save your loyal subject. They lie. They fault me only as I am an elf.
Whence this certainty of his guilt? Have you any proof?
Asked Niamh.
Did anyone see him communing with the foe? Did he hold any coin with a foreign stamp?
The villagers eyed Niamh angrily, their hands clenched into fists. Yet none dared utter a word in protest.
Know this. The Blackclads need no reason to pillage our homes. Now stand aside and let this wretch go.
The elf tearfully thanked the queen, then begged her not to leave him behind. Instead, he pleaded vehemently to join her retinue.
Your most noble grace, please, I beg you. As soon as you're gone, the Dwan will hang me from the nearest tree.
So be it.
Said the queen after a moment's consideration.
Find the quartermaster. He's to put you to work. And now we march.
The villagers gazed with hatred as the company left the hamlet. When its thatched roof huts disappeared beyond the next bend, Niamh breathed a sigh of relief.
Deactivated.
I swear it, your majesty. The elf was scheming with the Blackclads. The gods be witnesses.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Can't take it anymore.
I'm a one, sir. One bolt.
Keep calm, Tiberius.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Company! Forward march!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
I'm coming.
Left, right, left, right.
For Rivia!
Tell me you jest.
Give me a target.
What do you want of me?
Can't take it anymore.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
We must trust each other.
Aye. Our ballista, your command.
again and again and again.
Should have listened to me, old lady. Armor won't say. This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads. One bolt's all I need.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. Can't take it anymore.
Right, left, right.
this, Nilfgaardians. You'll not defeat the gods. They fear not your torches. They fear not your swords.
A dark shadow suddenly cut across the sky. The Queen instinctively brought her shield up, convinced a Nilfgaardian catapult had lobbed a boulder their way. When the boulder landed in the road ahead, it smashed into splinters and proved an empty barrel.
This is what they cast at us. Barrels. Is this some jest?
Well, they're not known for their sense of humour, the Nilfgaardians,
answered Reynard. Meve stood in her stirrups, squinted, peered into the distance, and let out a hearty chortle. For the barrel had been loosed by neither catapult nor trebuchet, but by a rock troll consumed by fury. At what? A company of Nilfgaardian soldiers had pitched camp by the cave the troll called home.
Troll or non-troll?
Said the Queen, drawing her sword.
None deserve to die at Nilfgaard's hands. Follow me!
Narren! Essayr to the Navian! For soup! Life is mine now.
Protect the troll!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Wise choice.
Left, right, left, right.
Ah! It's safe!
Your Grace, the troll, it's a bit unpredictable.
In retreat!
Give me a target.
Can't take it anymore.
Hellcats out! Arbalist to your command.
Order!
If you insist.
Oh, be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste. I only loot corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Humans good do. Should help.
The Lyrians smashed the Nilfgaardian force. The troll, having grown suddenly pensive, gazed and picked at the invaders' corpses.
Clad in blacks humans. No good humans.
Just so, Sir Troll. The Nilfgaardians are a devious lot. Our land they've attacked most treacherously.
Clad in blacks humans hard. Why no good humans? Big lot armor. You got to. Try morsel of human, you wish?
Do you know to whom you speak? This is Her Majesty, your queen.
Greeting your queen. Soup is me.
There, Reynard. I believe I can manage this. Say, Shoop, you've quite the stockpile of kegs. Do you engage in custom, perhaps?
No. Kegs good for smash when Shoop angry gets. But costume engaging. That what mean?
It means, well, to trade one thing for another. At a profit.
One thing for other. For glitter rocks, even.
Yes, if you play your cards right, you might just convince someone to pay you in rocks.
Cards. Cards, kegs, trade.
Vanguard, Shoop gotta go. Afore human go, Shoop human give. Your queen aid give, your queen aid get.
The troll turned on his heel and ran out of his cave, his destination known only to himself. As she moved to leave, a hunch told Meve the world would yet hear of this troll named Shoop.
Look at the palisades. The machines of war. Too many to count.
I cannot fathom it. Has Nilfgaard sent all its forces into Lyria?
No, Your Grace. But a single army.
Gods protect us.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravagrad stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it, 3, perhaps 4 battalions of armoured infantry, arbalists and cavalry behind them. Trebuchet volleys had punched holes in the walls, while battering rams had twisted the main gate open. But elsewise, the city was mere moments from falling to the foe.
Doomed! We stand not a chance. Nilfgaard outnumbered us twofold. More!
Then our men must put double the spirit into the fight. Double the heart. Lyria!
Emboldened by their valiant queen and commander, the Lyrians charged headlong at Nilfgaard's lines into a hail of bolts and arrows.
Attack! Rid this city of all black-clad filth!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
Can't take it anymore.
I'm a won't say.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
a shame to let this beauty go to waste.
One boat's all I need.
Again and again and again.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Your Grace, there, on the horizon. Reinforcements for the foe.
I only loot corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Alba!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
To the front yet again.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. Brach! Scheiß! In Tray!
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
look at the palace.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravagrad stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it. 3, perhaps
doomed!
Attack! Rid this city of all black-clad filth!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
Alba!
Cheat activated. Deactivated. Cheat deactivated.
Cannot feign!
can't take it anymore.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Give me a target. Our ballista, your command.
Cheat activated.
Oh, be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die. Aye.
Cheat activated.
horizon! Reinforcements for the foe!
Armor won't save. Should have listened to me, old lady. Alba! This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Scheiß! In! Zwei!
Off to the front yet again.
Quiet! Or the Kommissar will hear.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Eu înțeleg că acum nu sunt pregătit pentru lupta asta, ar trebui să mai studiez ceva lume pentru că ei sunt prea puternici pentru mine. Dar eu oricum, nici până la momentul prezent, ca și în The Witcher, n-am înțeles jocul acesta, cum de jucat, ce înseamnă el, de ce și de unde și până unde și care e sensul lui, eu așa și n-am prea înțeles până la urmă, așa că șterg jocul, pentru o seară de pierdut timpul o mers, ne vedem în următorul joc, pa!